appeal no wo chances say betimi asoside because ebia yehunu say wrong conviction bi or factual error ebi okay. One of them ana lawyer attach and raise say judge no already Minerals and Mining Act no baby are no person they convicted Wontumi nko an okenkan. But we read the entire Minerals and Mining Act no holistically. Ubohunu say chama Wontumi onyam from so bia. Ebi no raise regulation as a section 42 and they corner 43 hono they corner say there be na chama Wontumi no kra no. All right say utimi assign dem ma obi e de ye adwuma. All right say utimi ma obi esom obi kra say majelisa komasa aseso ko ye adwuma. E ho no judge na hwe ho no right ne so ye de ma no say utimi ma obi ko. Ni nyina wa hwe na emu mo hwe de obi anu asem a waka. Eso ne ma chama Wontumi e ka so nkonko dua kube. Na no duru ono ameni skanti ono ko ye adwuma no galamsey na ode kokko edua ode bi support kube ne dua nti wa convict no. Looking at this no a resi surface can say prima facie wrong conviction that P has an obvious and strong chance of succeeding because a major legal or factual error occurred at the trial.
Abusia said the name MSC ko Ghana hano de bibia di adanse say NDC aban wa hyeda yi ne yam say wotata MPP4 papa wa hyeda pa ayi ne yam say obe tina MPP4 energy so ade ntina ma meka sa na ye nyina yinim se oba oman bia mu a ya na omo ewo legal break ana se justice system no wonum atemu dwumadie no ana womo eyon me kire a lawyer for a judge for magistrate for ene womo a womo di emra ho adwuma nyina no womo obra ya na womo kokoje womo ho memre kakra bi na edusa abre no a case se wo court a ya na wonum edie no wo mutaade ni nyina eguho kakra etwen this e bia de ye emergency pa ehu hia se wonum etena so no mudie no eno na wonum atena se na wonum ahwe enye saade a ya na ye ahomgibre ya wo nyina ediko vacation eno sa no na ajagefo ne a lawyer fo ne magistrate fo yi wo manya daje no mabusuafo nso so sebi ebi wo no mo ko holiday wa brochire ebi wo ho na omoko omukurom omoko omunkurase wo niema bia abusua mu ntotoye ne ade ade nyina no na wo de sa abre no aka akoyo na nso so ye no ne se na amene a afiwe nkoa de NDC aban kire se ewom say justice system no wonu nyina ko break de na nso so MPP4 cases mienu miensan bia wo court de eno nkoanti no wo ene wo judge fo no wo lawyers ni ade nyina mbra court na wono mo mbra mewie asem no ne no ena a lawyer fo bi nem kire se na osa case we ya abai no esabi enye se eye emergency bi a esi etena so na yehwe cases ahodo egu court a ebi kura mpa no odin che sebi MPP4 de ntia ba ne sei na yedi ni nyina gu wose ye ko break ne mo MPP4 de ba ko mienu nko ade ye se chinchina ye mra ne ye ma meka ne no na cases no lawyer fo wo mu de krata ka ko ma attorney general se wo mu sere no ada ye ko break ya mienu se ye ko break ye resume ya ne ya ba beto so if is asem no asebe wo pro hu se ebedie no kra no wa wunim se sebi nya manyo asem wo kan asem a wo de akokko to se wo ka akokka yi no kenye asem esesen ke se ya da age kra wo ho ne nso so amanyo asem nti but ye de ni hweka ye beba ne nso so ye ko break ya mienu se ye ko break ne nyina ye nkonkwaji ahome mreti awe mu no ye beba ne ya ba beto case ne so attorney general sole ya wase Davida won pene kura won pene entisesi a me no kasa ide se lawyer fo ne bebo se lawyer fo ne mo omo a won mo asem won nsem na opese wodie ne de obema sankofo no ankasa ba begina dakam na ya toto wo mo no ene omo lawyer fo ne pa omo ntena fie mu omo mba ne no ena a lawyer fo kuku dambia ba bonten aba be kirem se hey se de ne emasi ko no de enye ne kwaso a enye ne kwaso no kura basa no anache se kabi mamka binu ankasa no edi bu man no ye ma no enko ye bi si da wo mai Ghana mutu aba ne se na afi we nko ade ye se chinchina omuntinam na yendi wo no masem na lawyer fo kuku dambi di ababonte de nsem bia babatu mepese wo de wo bagibre na watie nsem no nkiremu ene ye mu papa mu mesere so ba like video no share na afi so fo adwenkyire so bra na ye nyina ye kenkan bi ne ye hwia mu ade kakra
ba lawyer me mbra won cheye emuni wen dey by me yemfa chairman Wontumi dey no chance because I know one said the attorney general there say oko block bail pending appeal.
Yeah.
But brofuna AG Kano. I say it.
Okay, me that say your rules no more they are permissible. Attorney General now also file opposition. Now chere so on peneso. Ana obetimi aka say appeal no and raise exceptional circumstances. Opo obetimi aka sa. But you see any bail pending appeal biano. Or quite I was say exceptional circumstances and san wako. But I think say Wontumi lawyers no so we grounds on the by a raise exceptional circumstances. But on no person what say in raise exceptional circumstances. Yenya sa way free case be a friend versus the Republic. I think 1971. I think a chapter Fen versus the Republic. FYNN. That is Fen versus the Republic. Enti and Justice Taylor. And I can't say some. Or just say I was a bail be our baby na a bail pending appeal. I'm not talking about a bail near bail pending trial. And your bail pending appeal. The bail pending trial and there during time I trial or high court no and Wontumi a pre bail. And no grounds na the press a bail near different from bail pending appeal. Bail pending trial no grounds na the pre ni bi say one. Ebi anipa no wo men of substance to stand as sureties for him. Obenya nipa mema mu akokoduru for ama oma agina ho amanana. The most dominant factor pursuant to section 96(5)(a) whether or not the person will reappear to stand trial. I'd rather say nipa no beba abestand the trial no be pending trial no na make no. Enya appeal no. Enti sa grounds no whether the person is not a flight risk onwane onko babia eno ni nyina ye bail pending trial now ba bail pending appeal de yenya convict we de wakotum no sa wo ba bail e was say a raise exceptional circumstances eno court ne can offend versus the Republic and the same raise exceptional circumstances are prosecution is to be to make say on peneso because in raise exceptional circumstances. Na Attorney General no na emra ne de e kire ne saa enti no na ode aba say bail na omode aba na in raise exceptional circumstances in the court no emontu. But the issue now is whether or not bail pending appeal na chama Wontumi nkrofo aye no raise exceptional circumstances and say in raise exceptional circumstances. Now what are exceptional circumstances? Or can offend versus the Republic? Exceptional circumstances ni bia ubetimi anya ne say first of all ebia na there was strong prospect of what success. That means that prima facie wrong conviction. Prima facie wrong conviction. Let us say, in prempre I will share sentence na the man na a wrong conviction near the man. It yeme say appeal na lawyer touch na say MPP lawyers ne echo ama chama Wontumi no whether or not to say a raise exceptional circumstances and watch say exceptional circumstances no back when say whether or not prima facie there is a wrong conviction. Ejemra prima facie that P has an obvious and strong chance of what succeeding because a major legal or factual error occurred at the trial. Appeal no what chances say bit me succeed because a bia yehunu say wrong conviction be or factual error it be okay. One of them ana lawyer attach and raise say judge no already Minerals and Mining Act no there be no person they convicted Wontumi nko no kenkan but we read the entire Minerals and Mining Act no holistically ubohunu say chama Wontumi onya mfomso bia e bi no raise regulation as section 42 ade corner 43 hono ade corner say there be na chama Wontumi ne kora no all right say utimi assign de ma obi ade ye adwuma all right say utimi ma obi esom obi kora say majelisa akoma sa aseso ko ye adwuma e hono judge na hwe hono right ne nso ye de ma no say utimi ma obi ko ni nyina wa hwe na emu mo hwe de obi ano asem a waka ese one ne ma chama Wontumi e ka so nkonko dua kubi na ono duru ono ameni skanti ono ko ye adwuma no galamsey na ode kokko edua ode bi support kube ne dua nti wa convict no. Looking at this no a raise sa first make can say prima facie wrong conviction no that P has an obvious and strong chance of succeeding because a major legal or factual error occurred at the trial. In the Hoka who said there was an error and from Swa judge and it has a success or chance of what succeeding. In the Hanoya 1. 2. Ubetimi asamba another sentence severe personal and health reasons. Ebetimi aba say appeal no normal reason say ne ho kra mfa no. Ana bia o yare bi e wo ho a eno so kire say appeal no likely to succeed because eno so betimi agina to exceptional circumstances ni bi na medem awo no. Say bia
omo reason say omo client no yare.
Client no yare ne ho mfa no. Ebetimi kra aba say attorney general de affidavit in opposition way by the lawyers betimi akọ file supplementary affidavit abm no the medical report asan attach on say omuno di kan file ye no ebim pa me de kan second ground na me de ma no bi no
ebia na eshim
ebi so ana nkan ho kra na ukọ file said there is no exceptional circumstances no the lawyers betimi file supplementary affidavit no on betimi the medical report of Wontumi kura ka ho say odam ni nyina no oye yare for anase yare ne ho dodo and say you gusu keep at the how kese bebe no that one also raises what exceptional circumstances na yensan ko another one irreparable personal harm and so exceptional circumstances and also there na me person me kire obi a ye in prison obi a create extreme catastrophic on your part obi odam bia oni ne fa hodie etutumu se how kese bi yeden ha sa nipa no enti ekobasa ha shepede bren ne se oye prisoner onya kwan ne lawyers eni nkomo ensem no procedure mu sitie bebrebe na wo so kire mu kire ne lawyer but how many times ani be man ne lawyer no kwan ama na timi akwa ne wo prison ho empo se prison ho no honom no ne lawyer akwa na owo small number of hours bia eno na lawyer no betimi ne na di nkomo and lawyer ni ntimi nko prison ho da bia enti no so another grounds irreparable personal harm ebi betimi di abreno no so will be another basis eno so defense lawyer na omututaje Wontumi no omo so betimi raise wo omo grounds of appeal na omo kono eno so one apart from laws na omo de kono these are other grounds betimi raise asande akọ another thing enso obi betimi asande akọ after health no ebia no asan hwe say prison term no kra ye de ama no the more na ye agene notice of appeal ni we na de to mu no ye tu sheda no our chances say obetimi adi nkunim but continuous prison na omo de na to mu te say ye de na to behind bars na oguso dem no ebedru ho no na se okoko wini na affect the personal life say ye di kan jeopardize no e wo namu na odem no therefore e wo say otimi epie because appeal na nkra omo de atum no ye de a share date ne ko akiri ne basa so e hana ne life e basa so eno ye exceptional circumstances.
Okay.
What you say? Enti enkechi empo senka ne lawyer for no emfa grounds we no ma mebubo di enka ho aba menim say me hwe o ma pi no kra no ba ko edi kan de ewom e kra mehu say prima facie wrong conviction mehu say lawyer attach na raise this one that P has an obvious and strong chance of succeeding because a major legal or factual error occurred at the trial. It is a issue when mehu say wa raise wom it means say one strong exceptional circumstances ewom etuka tell me say there is no exceptional circumstances me nkasa me a lawyer for defense na ade achi ya na ma file supplementary affidavit and one say me dey health a hospital near menyina it's a matter of so the call government hospital na ne doctor no atena se no ma yemo nhyehyɛ
say be yeah
now the medical report nyina aka ho menim say lawyer attach ya otie me na menim say onim de eche me enti se na tie bia so obeye ne fata enti obetimi the supplementary affidavit ekora ka na ground so kro na wo peni nyina no wasesa aka no ho na odi akosa wa Wontumi ne ho mfa no oyayare for se si a wo moni akode
we te bia medical records
na tatu kata mu nyina ye bi medical records omo mfa ni nyina ansan koka ho supplementary affidavit na omo mfa nka ho because omo pe kwan bi omo de beka say and raise exceptional circumstances for that matter ye man be ele nye ye there is no delay
that's no reasonable chance of success.
Yes, that is the
no patches fly
exceptional circumstances say money bail and I'm just lawyer attach the can raise back woman kind in uncle see but the man who said first one be them that first day or the two on me and I may press exceptional circumstances in woman me who say back prima facie wrong conviction okay or said the appeal has an obvious and strong chance of succeeding because a major legal or factual error occurred at the trial judge no or yam from swo one where we did the entire minerals and mining act holistically or dwell on only one section in order to get a comprehensive understanding and as a comprehensive understanding of the entire mining and mineral act you need to read the entire act no now who say entire act in the DNA that is the purpose of the act but you don't dwell on only one section now found convicted will be what you say it's a wrong conviction prima facie wrong conviction no the appeal has a success of what a chance of what succeeding and that matter I know your strong exceptional circumstances or strong exceptional circumstances in the account even a matter on health grounds and even continuous adjournment you dey appeal na kwashe somewhere October after legal vacation no but the who say chief justice obi appeal there yetimi adjourn e de ko
but I think say appeal na nkasa October bail pending appeal and 19th okay
a motion at the sredia na ode akọ and ode grants na akọ ese money bail and a motion for bail pending appeal it would the motion ne kwa you support the motion you can say motion at the sredia and at the cost court supported with an affidavit in the affidavit become where what deposit to the affidavit deponent na or ye chama Wontumi na ono woman na so obi appeal on his behalf obi na ya ma on his behalf so yebusuani ogidi se ne nua na odam no ne ho mfa no ogidi se ne nua no ewo chances of succeeding on the basis say ne nua no judge na kind entire ayini nyina no ya advice no onye lawyer so beka have been advised and very believe same to be true by my counsel me lawyer to me for say asema me kan sa na tie e kire say ma me ne kwan of aso di asem na mramu no etia mra because onye lawyer nti also kasa have been advised and very believe same to be true so it wogina one nsem o kan wa affidavit ni mu nyina no ho na obehunu se ebi kura nso wasan kan help for say ne ho mfa no wa affidavit no unless wanya affidavit ni bia yeden ahwe alright ebi kura na medical grounds ni nyina ka ho enka ho kura enye too late unya file motion supported with an affidavit na you know Rasrem sai so oppose affidavit in opposition then a bit ma file supplementary affidavit ubetimi the supplementary akasa akoka ho say oh was a raise exceptional circumstance one Wontumi try yare for and asa sabio ne ho mfa no odam nyina ne health no deteriorate now the medical report nyina asa aka ho enka achiro ubetimi asa de aka ho because whether we like it or yes e was so Wontumi pie
yeah
whether we like it or yes e was so Wontumi pie so lawyers no enkoye supplementary affidavit ni nyina bia mu nsanka ho political prisoner because some person me na political prisoner no na oboso nya affidavit ni nsanfa supplementary affidavit
I think so
now we
trust the lawyer attaching on that.
I know sir
but law concluding on this no and with the attorney general Kano that just as he say, I don't know, so we're filing crata the court because I know the court will consider near attorney general or Ekam. Me initially, many lawyer the night thought say it was preempting a year court. You know, say yes, it's in order. It will say no. Will it be considered by a year court nana? And a second day, the last time now church mu bail a year ekwe. When the Beko Justice Kokuvite court wonoma e hona ade e kwa na
jo you say do me the court appeal hono
okay court appeals court
e hono okono a kwa kope ode motion ne kope bail ne de amano no but the point is they also want to say on the face of it no obehwe motion na wa file no abehwe ayi no nso de no attorney general no nso de in attorney general ne de no affidavit in opposition or oppose to the attaching lawyer attaching no iron. It on the face of it no and na judge ne ba behwe and na justices ne ba behwe no we say we dey anything saying na on the face of the affidavit no we say dey dey e carry weight ampa e raise exceptional circumstances bi ana raise exceptional circumstances bi enti anu no hwemu a omde wo mu ruling betimi abaka a kire wo say e bia hwemu no e raise exceptional circumstances be ne decline no eno kwa wo right so betimi asan repeat application no asan ko say no wanti omase enti yen san consider obi eno wo ho anasa on the face of it no betimi ahwe aka say oh bibia ye okay ye hwe no a raise exceptional circumstances anything na make say in the case of Friend versus the Republic sa exceptional circumstances ni na court kan was a case ni I do kind case na kire enema a exceptional circumstances prima facie the conviction is wrong ebi a wo health wise ebi a wo ebi the judge has on hand to all these things are exceptional circumstances obetimi dia
Mate lawyer Evans Osebonsu ewa be share a chairman Bernard and Chibuasiako Edie and the Attorney General are filing processes to oppose a year bail a bail application or bail pending appeal and some lawyer Tachianum at the courts in favor of a year chairman Wontumi and the Attorney General. Also the crata cause debi bill no de enya ade obepene ne apno china apne na de chinye on tiase se pardon a chairman Wontumi every bill because there's no reasonable chance and waka brofo lawyer echre yemuno na kwa je ni boatem pacho member waje wa ho me kakra wate member usu sisi ana ebi on this one no any comments how the brother menko ana so the remu na mesa ko lawyer so na yakohwe the Ghana Bar Association ntokwan any kwa over to you the main
okay me say lawyer aka ni na waka do na very quick one kitwe bi the American say Mr. Party for nyina say ye hwe ni a ekuya Yami Adumo Friday.
Proud to that, no say na me pese obusa one question me na pese me clarify ho. You see, if okoye bail na, obetime seek leave no from the high court no. The only can convict no aka say o pese o seek leave na nka okọ o de appeal ni tumu. Obetime refuse. O pese obetime ama okwan ama wakọ. On the other hand, you can even repeat your application no kwa high court or until then you go to appellate court. No
for the bail
no akwa bail no dia ma no so it depends me nim forum as say omo yakọ but ye prayers ne say me de me hear me park say ne say grounds na wa file say about waka say raise exceptional circumstances no me nya affidavit ne be nhwe but say e bi nyimu a omo starting file supplementary affidavit and some fan copy so say de be ya Wontumi be pie aba
mate me da se papa nti kwa committee
okay then I can say sa Attorney General ne me can say mpu application na say the opposition na wako file e can e be confirm MB for in position e susu say Chairman Wontumi a political prisoner na a target or a target for the NDC and until no more we a political persecution. What if the Chairman Wontumi femuno a otaye amanyosemu otaye ena NDC for the Chairman Wontumi femu. Edentia enra senra na former Attorney General, former OSP. Ni letter no ni open letter and as an epistles no about one thing. I all care about ahoden sa ban we. E the sumas the same deputy attorney general just the same side.
Yeah.
Say political opponent there. Yemfa ahoden ni wi ase mra ye call no law school course ni na no yemfa mfa no nkotum. Yemfa ho hare so mfa no nkotum. Ma yemfa mo wufuro bia ono anko ginem se be ye behwa ma wo Chairman Wontumi ademu.
Yeah.
Show
and run a letter is true.
Okay. And I'm such a Wontumi political opponent there. Yes, shall be KT just the same side. Deputy General said, "What's the same way to shine?" So much I'm penny and pounds or where ya pay. I'm a Chairman Wontumi atum. But send about Corn was say eyi de ende de wo man te ho hwe sedinam tamakura sabi what for man sika bi o man dream according to the high court de tumu 90 million Ghana cedis bo man form 90 million Ghana cedis no ni mo nkura be betima form adwuma teacher for ya ne o muti fie mo pa adwuma yi unim nurse for betima form adwuma unim agenda wa do betimi complete obi afa sa sika no edi edine ko tumu a wakoya appeal ama to ne January yi ni ato nchen sese bia bro awayi inframaboni so ni won take kra ama mpania mpa agya na so won fa no nkodi onko number bia me pa che o ato ne January deputy shan January ni abese chinchini a che ma wontumi ye wo so odam ye ma no kwan ma ne mpie no pose no che ma wontumi omo tu galamse ne adru classroom any police station yachi enyina agenda 111 nyina ho ye tuo no ayi wasa sorry asokwa adanse asokwa agenda 111 yachi clinic ho police station ben school ho no mo ye galamse bi pa che o mo no so che na wo tumi ka so mo ka reclamation mo de kwa ye galamse ana those people no sabi che na wo tumi na suma o mo say omo koye reclamation and omo so koye chairman wontumi na ade also a signs of chairman wontumi omo wo bosomtwe like bosomtwe ni tiri so omo galamse wo ho no omo no so ade a signs of chairman wontumi asabi se chairman wontumi edemu a omo nyina begya na ant na ni ado chinchinchini a chairman wontumi nkoa no de e wo so kem no enti e be se party fo nyina se me ekosi efiade ebe efiade ye nyina ye hia wo asokwa Millennium Plaza ha ye ba be ye vigil and I be sleeping near chere Ghana for ni wiase nyina menim say sa program e call the world over obi atwi wiase nyina ya
tani jana ye crowd ye chesa da na assembly
that has come to confirm they are making all the beliefs say chairman won't use of because mentia say obi e woni wodi wo man ni sika say ya bo no kwari so afọ man sika ama high court agia tumu ono no kwaya apila ya mfasa ahonde na akwa opozi ahwa ma ye jana ma betnefi na wo sankwan na obi ono wo kita license o kita ne concession legitimate concession na okoye mining na galamse fo abaso ababe say ne say asini no say license de ma me no nche da ho bi ni say wo say me kata so ntima say abo pa so obi ko kata so ba ko no ko ye nsemone no ono waji tum say sa nsemone na mo sitia na me na me ye ya ono ne ma no e ma ne fa no ho bi na the ono born pass on koya de pa no ono de koya de bone no on mran ho kire no
Oza when na won abi sunti a said them tamaklo de no share da back in kai and we am opposing ade ye jado court ye jado so for the hunkodi
na ko na yi ni lawyer ni
o dim say ye no share da ba I am opposing said them tamaklo o dim so de baba
na no ko na nimram stay of execute lawyer ni say me boa say you be a convict ya in prison no na court I quit no no you see we stay execution says I said concern go them doesn't happen a civil case
a day to legal vacation or no jano so unfortunate fi ndidi na o stay of execution
tie nyina mo fi na no se ne mo twi na fiara ye mra asokwa ha na ye metinta sukọ ko nkyere na wiase nyina hunu se Ghana ha ye na temu adwuma no atone January na o ya tentene ne esoafo no ode di agro or the tata political opponents.
Friday said ye kwaku eka no ye bekwa ko bompaye asofo nso ebeba ho asofo beba na yegina yesu afre rade yankopo enka me beka asemi but when ye beba asofo no de
keke de hu ni say sa bail application we first of all na beko justice Udre kwaku vite no ho on the 19th no kwaku vite no sa no mfa no kwaku
yeah kwaku vite
so sa court no na be call for bail na me na here na wanya mo a repeat bia wo appeal and you see at times no hu so bet me refuse application na kra
it yeah can I tell for justice kokuvite and no jail chairman would to be 20 years
application
and you know and 19th no
obeti bail
no ya attach ya no be call any
no oba so money bail you were relieving judge be or honor be our better and just when refuse application I just repeat application our court of appeal
Now, what Attorney General Ebemu said, wouldn't it influence the thinking of a judge? And I hold on the
Attorney General Obemwa, the wheel of justice shouldn't be at the whims and the caprices of the Attorney General. And the wheel of justice, no, and yeah, they be as about the balanced right of the accused and that of the Attorney General. So, the 1992 Constitution, they can't want to. And the accused no want a right. Anna Attorney General want a right. Now, so I right. Anna worship Pepe said the Constitution, no, I can't want them. But then the wheel of justice, no, all manner the whims and the caprices, arbitrary actions of the Attorney General. Attorney General, and then who a yintin awode because of maybe our promotion binti. And the man a basa na very dangerous.
Yeah.
Because and come chief justice a crown and come relieving judge for judge for na better national application. What you say? But Tom say we're unanimous FC court. Excuse me, I'm a lawyer there, but Sana Mecano President Mahama na the then candidate Mahama, or say a court meaning a unanimous FC. And they say the Omu Mecano and a court to be the year Jumadia. And then Metimaka said, Bassa Wontumi one who and justice elho. The money very dangerous.
How it spans out. Tell me a quick one now.
Whatever it is. Me media me wojidie wo mu dinta me wojidie wo mu say the justice now no on say judgment ne bae no kasa bebrebe na aba ho criticism bebrebe na aba ho now oye here na she oye she
aye
it now she has an opportunity
kasa ba wo say judges double ade na omo dia kata obuti akata obuti yes lawyer the better be say how we gonna kata obuti no ebe kata obuaso no mo aso esi enti da ye bia no mo nti e bia da unanimous FC fu
o no o say then you say ensem bi on mo e wo say fast tracking no ensem bi on mo e hia e national
in Japan it says a high court civil procedure rule no Ubon say okay days and hours of sitting. Yen hwa de bi ba ye beba se opabdom ba bi be favor chief justice. E bi so favor no. Ubon say subject to clause 1 no. Ubon say 79 clause 1 no say subject to the Court Act 1993 Act 45 now as amended. As amended, the chief justice may appoint any day including vacation for the hearing of cause or matters as circumstances require. In job appointed court ni bi amana tenase as circumstances require. And no be na me dem ma say relieving judges you high court 2 and high court 4. Ubon say Justice Razak obetenase wo high court 4. Another judge bi so be betenase wo high court 2. Vacation mu nyina omo na ebe ya adwuma for boso menyensa. Judges ni nyina high court 1, high court 2, high court 3, high court 4, sa kopem be 9 or 10 ne ade 12 omo nyina akọ. Omo kojo ma home. Now yet until all kind to us at clause 2 no say the sittings of the court shall be for such hours as the chief justice shall direct. So sittings ni nyina no chief justice na be direct say anase say no monfantana say. Now yanko yanimo obonso say subject to the special arrangement for any particular day, the business of the day shall be taken as nearly as circumstances permit in the following order. 1. At the commencement of the sitting, judgment shall be delivered in the matter standing over for the purpose. The matter be ohonoma there was say my judgment or baba sa judgment and the judge chrono. Motion shall be taken in the order in which they stand in the motion list. Most of them motions be pending appeal. Sa me kra me oba ko me de be ko high court me ko asokore mampon murder case but nipa no ko ho keke ne ya che ne se wakokum nipa okonom cigarette and obi awu ho ne ya che no me kwa ya court na ama me bail enti me file akọ high court na ma kwaji bail ni bi di ama no enti ano so want motions yanko the cause or matters on the cause list shall then be called on in their order unless the court sees fit to vary the order. Into when the near office hours na haka krebi. The offices of the court shall, subject to sub-rule 2, be open to the public. There's OBIB offices now on every day of the year for such hours as the Chief Justice shall direct. To say motions, so except as otherwise directed by the Chief Justice, the offices of the court shall be closed on Saturdays, Sundays, and public holidays. Public holidays ne Sundays will be close to court in our offices by vacation. So ba order 79 rule 4 now say subject to rule 11 the following period shall be observed in the high court. Now as vacations, the following period shall be observed in the high court as vacations. A, the period commencing on the Tuesday immediately following Easter Monday. The period commencing starting from Tuesday immediately following Easter Monday in each year and ending on Friday immediately following. Now could be any Friday Easter time no. The period commencing on 1st August, 1st August in each year and ending on 30th September in the year. And the period commencing on 23rd December in each year and ending on 6th January in the next year. So from 23rd December to 6th January in the next year. No. So this way you know say a vacation.
So it's justice sense the culture is it has no legal back.
If you read order 79, that justice side got the law wrong because we rely on only the criminal procedure act no. But the rule says that say where there is an absence of any provision in the criminal procedure no, you can rely on any other existing provisions, any other existing rules. We rely on any other existing rules. So it can be applied mutatis mutandis with necessary corrections and necessary amendments. So you can apply the civil procedure rule no the criminal procedure rule because a vacation and whether it is a criminal court sitting or a civil court sitting ubetimi the sad days in nyina day e dey ayadwuma because nyina vacation e dey amomo. So you need vacation for criminal court and you need vacation for civil court. Nyina vacation e dey amaye. So order 79 can be applied. Mutatis mutandis. In what? Your criminal your criminal procedure. Therefore, a deity now say obiako vacation and the man ye dangerous. Emma say Chief Justice way. Say why very selective. And that is the most dangerous aspect of it. There are other pending cases. Numerous I go court. And now MPP 4 cases in Kwa there was a letter say yam find 9 4 days ipe and was court to be say order na dia mom no mu national money no mu a. Ebasa aye selective justice. And nebasa na emane dangerous. Obeka say Sadi we be no this omoka say Maami Chief Justice Tokuno. Yes. Omoka say wama court to the atena say e di asem nti omo no ba remove no esaki ni free say stated misbehavior. E Maami gina wa fidie so can say the word stated is an adjective phrase and it qualifies a noun misbehavior. So every offense be abeka say misbehavior bia no the framers of the 1992 constitution no omo yankwase afo eno nti no omo di stated the kind misbehavior no. That means that every offense misbehavior it must be stated in our written laws. And during the article 1911 of the 1992 constitution all offenses are what? All offenses must be stated and the penalty for it must be prescribed in our written laws. It means that say every offense misbehavior and also we are stating what your written laws and some what media UOBD. Where the omu use subjective mind, but omu use objective mind. Omu do omu eni diemu. Ese maame wa makọ to be atena se afenyo markens. O man ordinary assembly wo man that day na holiday atena se. Enti ya sa no wa anya wa mfa kwampa so nti ayi wadi. Edi eti na the same Chief Justice. Ene wasaleti MPP from kwan case no say 4 days. Eye vacation wo ntena se. Is it eno so enye misbehavior ni bia na. Eno so no enye stated misbehavior na misbehavior. At that time, the retired jurist, Justice Atuguba, and Chiremo de buy and say, every misbehavior is a misbehavior. What is this? This is misbehavior, misconduct. If you find the dictionary meaning is misconduct, that retired jurist didn't get the provision very well. One tears ye. Because I'm running in any question notwithstanding, say, no, yeah, judge. And when you be one no catch, say, a misconduct, you are giving a literal meaning. That will lead to absurdity, unreasonableness, and there is no sense in that. Because the national constitution, all man meaning, you need to give it what liberal, purposive meaning that will meet the aspirations and the dreams of the good people of Ghana. But you don't give a literal meaning, legalistic meaning, that will lead to absurdity. Because oh yes sir, you will not be fair to someone. And next day, what did the same thing? I selective justice after nipa kakra bi ese vacation on Montanase. And when you see MPP for one case now select here. Now Chief Justice who you say no one here.
Chief Justice no. And then the castle would say we yes have clients no. Clients no about the false lawyer na yeah was all covered.
Chief Justice a cancer wabwa or pray no one time pia omu amiyako jeli omo. That is the purpose. In fact, the statement made by the Chief Justice Mihuni said it is actuated by malice, bad faith. Actuated by malice, bad faith. Because any bad faith, I didn't think a Chief Justice on top of the wheel of justice and grind this. The prosecution. If you read, there are several authorities. If you read the Juani versus the Republic, if you read Okoye versus the Republic, the court can say, you see, the wheel of justice, it shouldn't be at the whims and the caprices of the Attorney General, but the wheel of justice must be balanced. And that is, it talks about the balanced right of both the prosecution and the Attorney General. So the point I'm making is that the Chief Justice, the Uye Biano, and Kasa December, may call retirement in tea, may pray me who say, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, the Obeka Bia say, being found for 4 days in your Martins, my solitary MPP for one case. 1 year, Obeka retirement, and so a baby beba, oh, I kept you, Alman Sanka. What you say? A baby beba, Alman Sanka, I kept you. But let's the game a bit in Ghana for a date in our province. Akwasi Mensa ato forcing ya menu ya titi said your kind omu case or the na ya titi for there on for monko nenso ayi de MPP for nko de o select na ya titi na o kan na the case one there be no on fanko. When the Chief Justice does this, it is a bad faith actuated by malice, and it doesn't help the development of this country. What you say? And the person make a Chief Justice said on the money you should be fair and firm. Sanya diamao. And yes,
but where the member kwakun but main for the case of Kwabena Edubua Hedi on the Urene said a court nene. Na judge cases or cases no Justice Achibonga. And they vacation you know not hot cases do them Justice Francis Achibonga or don't cases do them. But the case of Edubua Hedi no aba or send the lawyer stay be on vacation and then almost shadow say change now on for the lawyer no now say on confirm lawyer for friends they will go ahead with the case. See, what does it mean? That
is the most dangerous aspect. If you read our legal jurisprudence, the theory of law, I govern the criminal procedure now. You realize that even in the case of Republic versus Bafoboni and 4 others, the case of Republic versus Bafoboni and 4 others, court can say every lawyer is part of a part of the criminal part of a criminal case be a court to be a. It means that say you can't criminal sir, you do court now you criminal lawyer, we are part of it. What I say, so far as I would defend the criminal, you are part of a criminal case, no. But unlike civil procedure now. Your civil procedure act no I can say oh your lawyer we are separate from accused person defendant and now plaintiff now or your case no. But when it comes to criminal case, lawyer no you're part of the defense no, you're part of the criminal court no. It means that say anybody is well represented. I won't mean can't say lawyer ma kokofa lawyer for now a democratic right. You understand that? And that statement alone infringes upon the right of an individual. Yes. Read the preamble of the 1992 Constitution. Every 1992 Constitution, our preamble. It talks about fairness. It talks about the protection of fundamental human rights. We need the solemn declaration a president is so man. Or yes, I will protect the fundamental human right. I have the right to select any lawyer I may pay biya. Ya lawyer for bebre. Obeba me office. Ubon se nipa omobano. Ya odi oba na no bribu ahi ho. Ya odi oba lawyer osebonsu ho. Ya odi oba lawyer John Ebuga ho. Ya odi oba lawyer Che ho. Obi a lawyer Chumasi. Obi a lawyer Okon ho. Saa na woko sunyan a obenya bi. Obi kura wo sunyan o se me lawyer osebonsu na me pe no. Obi so wo han mo se ofin kran boss na no bribu ahi na me we no. What you say? Our rights or selecting a lawyer or pet. Change now, or for the lawyer as a lawyer for just because of the case there. It is not right. All the statement they are making are actuated by malice, bad faith. Lawyer, I don't know why NDC are byway always getting themselves into controversies. No,
ade a standing there you free tete yenti who did it NDC kwa ba betina ko ya no so a ensempie na me ma fa me lawyer be penwo a bidim so do no betumi execute case we amamen so wa be gina ma na say kopel lawyer foforo no na say interest be ti ase
that what I'm seeing there the designated judge for the criminal divisions is Udre Kwakuvite. Achimbonga is not a vacation judge for criminal cases. That means that Udre Kwakuvite is going to sit during this legal vacation. Mami no
Justice Kwakuvite,
Kwakuvite, ono na etana se a holiday.
Yeah, but Achibonga the Edubwa he no ne Mustafa Ami dia no dia. Na Achibonga.
So even a day tina no kra wan ko vacation na yesterday.
Achibonga vacation.
Yes, because me who is watana se ya before ansana. Ana Udre Kwakuvite so atana se. So you can see yes, so you can see that
special cases be there.
Yes,
Kwakuvite convocation why?
You can see the agenda of the government. Aban one with the oil no ebasa na one say the oil no aye krokro de jon ati ase.
And I to me say Kwakuvite so convocation.
How betimi asere?
That's Kwakuvite. 20 years. O de abacha ba would be wabo adwuma. Kwachi wa home. Why? The obeya the way because you home kakra Justice Kwakuvite maybe a titil some vacation ye be na
now the question is how they high court judges high court na dey woni nyina o ma jani ye nyina ye case the court vacation how they tin as judges near mo enko holiday dia ada na mimi case a e wo high court mo ba ko high court 2 me will be a high court 4 me will be a high court 6 me will be a high court 7 ada no mu nyina ajani me cases
I saw the nyan cases
ada tin no mo dey nyina de after October.
What are the MPP cases? Almost the special MPP cases. And I'm the above say and transfer day. But yeah, dear ma, I shall yeah, dear me who that will say a day. GBF Wakasabat, Kwahu Brahma, Sobeka, Webio, Sobeka, Kwabladon Co, Sobeka Ko, over to you. Kwaku actually what? A minor more,
Medase Meka wika krebi na nina se de meka na se niema ekosu no. It comes to reef and force and I say be share somewhere canon nanu fiada. And people him say a demonstration. Was it a Thursday, right? And nano yawada eko demonstration eko tinte sukoko na se tie hugu montene so ye kire e de kire wiase ne Ghana nyina se enema bi koso aban eman mu a ema etoto yen democracy ne nka bi ma menka bia memu no ase na ka bi ma menka bia memu no ni nyina so ni bi the pillars and also the features of democracy ni bi eye independent and impartial judiciary. Atemuo adwuma ede ne ho na eno bi ntan bi ede ne ho enye obi ne control no na bi ewon so eno bi ntan obi enu nti justice yes justice lady justice sisa oye blind he say oni ani na ne efra entu be ye ni mo onim se we ye kodwo we ye ya onim se we shatade fufu ona se we shatade tuntum saa na wose atentene ne ene atemu adwa no eye di nanu fiare chairmanfo adwin si say ene atentene ne adwuma na wo anasa atemu adwuma na wo Ghana no se bi na ni abue han ena oyiyi mu se wo sha atade kokko fufuo ani blue dia wo no wasem se na esidi wasem nko ena se wo so dey different se na esidi no nko eno ne friend selective justice chesa temu adwuma no yiyim se na esi bu obi asem nko di di obi asem nko ene se na esi di bidie enko nanso nka temu adwuma no enka ni kwan se hu obi a that is enum ne kan ye mra no say all persons shall be equal before the law ebasa every criminal be and every person accused of a crime.
Well, Babaka Abroya lawyer don't see there. Yes, some are more equal than others.
And Tibasa will be a day criminal offense. Abonu must be treated the same way, the same process. No, said the lawyer king minya kwanya call high court for Justice Razak Honano. That day no one day pe murder cases ye friend that day no court no me di ho be 2 hours. That 2 hours murder case ye friend ye be 5. And do you to say some murder cases no omo abusuafo nipa no a omo hwere omo nkwa enam awudie kwan so no omo abusuafo do mo pattern tene ma owuo no. Are they not seeking justice for their dead family members, the victims? Enti ujutum say you are kwanya say vacation ye di asem a omo no so tinki e di asem no ho ha so ma omo na wufo no nya atenten ne anko so kwa mpa na ubi say di asem say si na ye si nipa okun wo busuani bi di asem na ma omo e na kotum na say si a omo nwa ho mekokwo ana say omo nya home omo nka sesa bi omo busuani ne saman da obeda but omo no de ya neglect eno de hardwin sabra me no ka say nso obi a defraud obi the same court ho na bi high court obi a defraud obi be say sika twitwi de be na yi na dwotere nyina akora ahye eni ba ko de nsa agu niti o hwe ni mu say ye be di asem na nipa ko ne ya twe na so ama wonya atenten ni ana say ebe no restitution ebi ebe gini ni bibi di ama na koma ato ne yam say nipa no Chief Justice say nipa doesn't matter. Name one more political opponent to the current government. Abeye this way. Sabi ni opponent ni opposition for omo ni nya adwen no. Omo bedi aban dada no mu adwuma bie no. Omo no de kwadu a ye de abo omo no special. Ho asem no che say ebi nsi Ghana da. Sa asem no say yan hwe ani a Ghana bebo Ghana be hye. Se sansem no ye ni mirika so ama ya mfomanko gumu a se de na NDC for tia bonten no mo kan do mbegum no se ya moa ban na ama ya mfa sa ni pananko gumu a Ghana be hye enu nti ye should dedicate judges binum so mo trans no mu ni 10 so but ye wo kasa mienu ebi ewo asenie mu anase mra ens kasa mu no ye say justice hurried is justice buried. And now, attend your criminal use no justice system no. Yadi obi fa hu die ho asem o. E yo obi liberty. E yo obi fa hu die e ho asem. E ntu di mirika. Sabi o sie adanse a betini ama nipa na de ne ho. Eno o ka egu amenam. Ama nipa no waje ne fa hu die afiri ne nsem. E nti se ye wo ade bi e wo sanki ye to ye bo ase. Ye wa senie bia e wose ye tu ebo ase hwehwe mu hunu say ampani ampa nipa no woni fo ansa na kotomu a enka ye criminal matters and wose ye hwehwe because nipa no differ we uko other jurisprudence yes it is better to let an a guilty person go than to imprison or to punish an innocent person. Lawyer wa e ben yes say wo be ma obi a odi fo akọ since obi di bem ebetum e kwa be sabetim faso di obi odi bem atum ne se obema asenie no akọ hare so tentem ase adwempo bi wo hodada se we no me nkasa na tie me ni Chief Justice na dwen mu de na so se obi tie kire no hwete de ekoyi a na dwen be se ase there is a predetermined end ase we ye bi won ma di kan hye dada enti let's do something to represent something enti ye ma asem no nkoso se be betima ko duru saa ewie na ye sha to no hontem na ye de omo judgment ama wo mu me nyini me pese I would want to believe say yes anete me pese pa say metimi anya Chief Justice mugidie say enye saa na so se metimi anya ne mugidie na Ghana fo nyanya ne mugidie nso a ejina na monwa otu na me kan bibi ewo social media sesi free so eko ayi lawyer Samson Ladi ayene o tre bibi afasa de we se ye
I think I read it. Ensida inti wiase nyina no ye de mra any conventions
ene bu wiase amemu baby bia no ye de emra de ahyehe na conventions bi won ma nyemra de na so ye tane yes ade aba ade ayaye ni ntoaso bre ano bra no na aka ho na abeye mra enti asenie mu any bia no we use rules and conventions enti legal vacation no dada no say na ho nsensem tide dada nyina no say na ya na ho nsem ti fe de ye dane no aso no krese legal vacation ni nduru honom no a ensema ye die na timi ka kire obi say lawyer na ma wo nko chinchin abra court lawyers force to come to court that and sanity and say near ma won kwan lawyer for the nyina kasa na say duru sa abre we say no a ensem no eye say the lawyer kin motions applications via bill no those kind of stuff na enti ampanyinfo no kra no nko no ma soma junior lawyers no
on this issue said the lawyer kana attach your class out or say who dey hu na to bring your moshi a legal vacation for lawyers and said the lawyer actually na a case be at the nam a year be emergency dey marketing kitimi the hard head criminal cases said the lawyer ka attach your say no be to bring now
e me nwan
wan say no ma kwatura man say obo vacation
e me nwan so say as a chief justice any a lawyer for no edi nsawoso
just want to ask you.
No one says no mudins also because the lawyers are officers of the court too. A woman say be a private legal practitioner, but a mremoni shemona lawyer for no court to no so my phobia. Only a court they are stakeholders in the court. And you want to mean case say court or judge na or lawyer na makra brabe kawasem.
Kawasem in what are you
Yanti be the chief justice. Yanti be that. Enti won naka krabi
na sabe kasa council of state dia no akoya no say obi anko say anom de obi asha
David
council of state obi anko ho
e da ho train
chief justice so be call retirement or pension December oh okay
e da ho
ya de enkan council of state akoya no so da ho enti chief justice so e be call December o de kawa
this is about the third time I'm making this appeal. Say it doesn't matter mfa ho ne kwan ya ofa so obaye chief justice any insusu ya wa manfo trim fa ho kwan ofa so obaye no nanso so wa kwanya so obe prove yen no wrong ye na yenni mu gidie no obe prove ye wrong say the say esi ko dey seems say we prove ye right about 70% or prove ye about 70% but 30% na aka na ka bosume menu ana miensa ana say bosume be enum no akọ pension oncha ase anye bibi na at least onye legacy bi ento say ewomu oba na nye kwan ofa so oba na manfo mpene so na say manfo su say nye kwampa na enso so na djuma no de otimi yewe ne yemfa nkai no anye sa edin a wo gya ho ato ho no hwa na anye de ye betimi aka ya papa uko UK fo na lawyer fo ye kasa omutimi bo a judge fo bi no ma omodi bi ansam ewo yi e de kan asem titi honom ewo ho ene Ghana ha jurisdiction is judge for bebrebe de nsem ni bebrebe ko retirement but it me kan omo judgment say na ye sound omo ja legacy ato honom me pese nke chief justice emfa we nya test case na ne nsa no at least onum bi nya ono nkwa na edi asem no
but minim sa wo asem ka ebi abaya no kweku anamba ba lawyer nche but onu kweku be hu se ensem trendy power social when I wo be chance here no na me buafu pa me mean to be nkasa me buafu but I was so peeved and I been who that been financial also ben pa what ensem bia wakeka
osofu usu bempa
na ebrem emma me ho kwai na me hu so bi amanfo trendy nensebo ka say obi ko exercise the constitutional rights say bia 2028 obeto aba ama NPP no osofo usu bempa eso obeka exercise di pado and the who pedifo bi dia yobu bisa say does the law on causing fear and panic still apply and ebi ebre my ho kwai bre e ba ye ho kwai but can you need to hear the tape but main to me mbo tape no for the sake of time nature medics consult ebetnase but I know say brepemuno baka say will deal with sa in some way obi nye Ghana di enche obi na mra edi obi so say mra so edi obi am say ebi bese demonstration MPP for call na jabana the yeba shino dia we don't know, we can't tell. But what you can say now, I think maybe purpose they have to deal with this another time. But what you can say
nature medics for everybody.
To the Kawasem. Now we no matter time, Mama. We
CCIA can say last week, and I said to just say 2015. Me kitu ebi ka dum so ne kwabra donko no ne yayi no mu kesi bi. Sa abra me ne o ka say CCIA ka say ye wo mabunu tifi a wo mo pa adwuma ye Ghana Statistical Services any IMF actually say unemployment economy nipa tifi a wo mu ne adwuma ye economy within the last 18 months and this better na so yi essence say the ombeto no and now me ne wo ka say teacher for a mo agent tie awie a wo pa akonya akoye adwuma ye share wo mbo say free be automatic posting be ba no omo tifi omo enya nko adwuma enya adwuma nye nurse for be 60,000 tifi omo ne adwuma ye enti se obi fa ban sika anaso obi emo man ne boka na ka me hwe ni mu se sade ahohere ne ne den ya ye de tata political opponent no se nipa ne ba ebetodwa na se friyen no so ya ban mu a amkira ban ya wote suyi enya me nka ho bi wa me de ka ya akasa se ye yenso ye hu nipa aban ya wote so hu nipa wo so de sa ahoden no ase de wo de kɔ wo opponent so ne kɔ so bi se abetodwa se time a na no 2015 a ye da dum so mu ema asafofo ema ne mema eton fish ho omo nam opro omo bo katwitwiri die na ayifo bank for tata wo mo no sa bre no ne seye enipa binum create loot and share according to Justice Doche of Peace Supreme Court na se media enso kan da sem na oh okay create loot and share just ajet na sam say create loot and share NDC for say na 2015 dum so na ye komwa ye boka ema nipa ewuo doctor for nurse for the torchlight ema ye operation ema nipa ewuo operation table so no na say e the amount for so enye sika enu nti na say omkozen san take or pay agreement ebrebe ema ye ka twitwiri die ebeto Ghana for so a na ekufo ado bae na Ghana ye kon ebu no ene abeto dwa say that time one of my power ministry ho minister no ka ho bi yabo ne din was asem ni enimu ama is technical advisor ka ho bi e maybe o ministry ho no nso ministry of power girls o mo so ka ho bi ansa na ni pebi no ma o mo tu kwan kwa amanone taki ekodi saade no ho dwuma no saade we say ye pa ye mre oni ye hu no saade mi wo bosu say wo pa nka wo mre no wo hu no nti atoni general say o manfo sika na wo bo ho ban de a ni pebi no ma Ghana bo katwitwiri die asa sika ebeti mai na papa ya ma Ghana ebeti mi aboys factories ebeti mi aboys hospitals e den ye ya afa ho akra no atum and now me ne wo ka say it is alleged say gold board ni pebi no mo di gold board sika ebudichi ebi ye 200 million Ghana cedis ebi ye 120 million Ghana cedis kabomwa more than 300 million Ghana cedis and what is the Attorney General and the Ghana the government doing about na say e omo busuafo ntia na say omo no e omo ayifo ntia say sika America ho asemu say ona ne be sika dada ni mu a mintimi modin e wa ha just imagine mrantie ne mabunu betimi afa omo adwuma e wa ha betu omo ka but aban ne say no dey mfa ho na emom political opponents and obetata wo mu a me de ma no si na maka kire omo no say de ponko ni bodua anka ne nsem no anka ne to no nya de beka konfo nsem ne mabia ne sabia ekoso asenie bi a ye bia na judge for ne lawyer for kan say president whatever judgment bi e bekoso appeals court any Supreme Court bia no it is binding on the High Court mebua appeals court they are binding on no Supreme Court there no mutimi di party but no it is treated normally as binding enti esa e twa to sɛ wode obiara fa so bi a obiara nso bɛfa so bi